City come in. They are 3-3 in league play, 5-4 overall. Coach John Onch's Lady Blue Dragons 7-1, 5-1, and again ranked among the best in the country in women's basketball. Coming off of yet another impressive road win. They were on the road on Wednesday, which has been a kind of a staple the last few weeks. Way up in Colby, winning handily. So it is a Blue Dragon basketball team with a batch of momentum matched up tonight against Garden City. Hutchinson has been a high-scoring team, averaging 82.5 points a game and only giving up 48.6. Garden City, on the other hand, comes in averaging only 57. So Garden City will try to slow it down. The Dragons will try to speed it up. Nothing unusual about that. That's kind of been the way this league has tried to deal with the coaching of John Onches over his 10 years at the helm of the Lady Blue Dragons, and I might add, the league has not done so very successfully. The Blue Dragons have been a dominant force in the state of Kansas in women's basketball. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more pregame from the sports arena right after this. Garden City's Broncbusters are being led in scoring this year by Monica Bearfield. She's a Illinois, not a big girl at all, 5'3", a freshman. She leads the Garden City team in scoring just under 15 points a game. Also in double figures for Garden City coach Nick Salazar are DeRay Lewis, who does have some size. She's 6'2", from Oklahoma City. She averages 13 points a game. The other double-figure scorer is just moved from the high school up to the college. That's Tiana McKee, and she comes in averaging 12.5 points a game. She is 5'7" and a sophomore. For the Lady Blue Dragons, the leading scorer on the season is Taylor Staley. Taylor Staley, the great shooter out of Newton High School, 26 of 52, 50% shooter from three after 8 games. That is a tremendous job being done by the 5'8" sophomore. And then the other two double-figure scorers for John Onches are the two big girls. Kyrie Rogers from Wichita, 6-footer, a sophomore, averaging 12.9. And the newcomer, Bridie Kennedy Hopewate, getting better every time out. She is 6'4", a sophomore, averaging 12.1. The Lady Blue Dragons 5-1 in the league, 7-1 overall. And the Garden City Broncbuster ladies, they are 5-4, 3-3. The men's game, which comes up about 20 minutes after this one is over, should be an outstanding contest. In that one, the Blue Dragons, who are tied for the top spot in the league with Barton County at 6-0. Will play host to a Garden City team that comes in playing some pretty good basketball. Garden City 8-2 overall, 4-2 on the men's side. Should be a fun evening. Glad you decided to spend some time with us. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back for the introduction of the starting lineups by the PA announcer.
Well, now we're going to go courtside for our starting lineups with Darren Dunn, the PA announcer here at Community College.
5'6" sophomore from India, number 4, Kavita Akula. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Garden City, Kansas, number 12, Tiana McKee. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 15, DeRay Lewis. At forward, a 6-foot freshman from Garden City, Kansas, number 21, Jessica Carrillo. At guard, a 5'3" freshman from Joliet, for Monica Bearfield. The Blockbusters are 5'3". More from Wichita, Kansas, number 24, Kyrie Rogers. 6 and 1 for the Jayhawk Conference. And number 9 in the nation. Coached by John Onches in his 10th season, assisted by Travis Kirk and Phil Anderson. Officials for tonight's matchup, Eddie Gatson, Mickey English, and Brian Hansen.
And a new look for the Lady Blue Dragons tonight as they sport gray, almost silver. I'm going to call it silver gray uniforms with blue trim. They look sharp. Most of the ladies from Hutchinson wearing blue shoes with gray trim, the exception of that being Inya Butna,
Yep, and
who
he's
has
got
red.
red shoes on, and we'll be able to tell her a little bit better. We're about set to get underway. By the way, a great Salt City Bowl game today, won by Eastern Arizona, went for a 2-point conversion and won at 39-38 over Butler Community College. Tip's going to be controlled by the Blue Dragons. Staley runs it down, and Hutchinson will bring it into the forecourt.
Garden City won a national championship.
Yeah, they sure
in junior
did.
College football.
25-22, they won in the last 30 seconds of play there, too. That was out at Yuma, Arizona. Top side, Inyabutana holds the ball high, goes right side, three-pointer by Staley. Got it! Big three by Taylor Staley starts the game off in the right way. Blue Dragons lead at 3-0.
And for Taylor, make number 27 from
She
three-point land.
continues to knock him down. Ball on the outer perimeter. The feed down the low blocks. Garden City patient on the offense. Ball skips away, but right back in the hands of McKee. Back on the left wing. DeAndre Hawkins with the basketball. Comes over on the right side with the basketball quickly as Carrillo. She'll drive inside. Follow away jumper. Shoots it on its way. Not there. Rebound cleared away by Williams. Dragons have it with a 3-0 lead. Here comes Butana. Top is side to Williams. She'll lob it into Rogers down low underneath, and she'll draw the foul. Shot did not go, but she drew the foul.
Kyrie is really effective when she goes to her right. Dragons like to post her up on the right side of the lane, let her go to work, and she'll shoot a couple of free throws as a result, picking up the foul from Jessica Carrillo.
Carrillo out of Garden City. She is a freshman, and that's the first team foul, by the way. Rogers at the foul stripe. Free throw toss is up and comes out on her. Pinball around and came out. They will shoot a second one. Dragon ladies coming off a nice win over at Colby. Free throws up and good, so 1 of the 2. It's a 4-0 ball game. Hutchinson was strong in the first half and had a big lead at halftime, not as strong in the second half. Ball on the left wing. Garden City will work it inside. A little floater runner in the lane, up and good by Bearfield. Monica Bearfield with the basket. Makes it 4-2 ball game. Hutchinson lead is cut in 2. Into the forecourt on the outside. Layup up and good underneath. Kyrie Rogers with another one. So Rogers with a couple with the free throw and then the basket makes it 6-2. Hutchinson, ball on the right side, ball stolen away. Here comes Staley. Staley on the drive. She'll bring it up. She has Butana, goes to Butana. Layup does not go, but it draws the foul, and the foul will send Butana to the foul stripe.
Dragons are very, very good in transition most of the time. There's another example.
Butana at the foul stripe. Just underway, 8:07 to go in this first quarter of play. Inya Butana, shot rattles out on her the same as it did on Kyrie a little while ago. She'll get a second opportunity. Bounces the ball, looks behind her, and she gets set. Free throw toss is up and good. 7-2 your score. Blue Dragons up by 5. Into the forecourt, left side with the basketball. Carrio back on the outer perimeter. Goes to McKee. McKee holds up the basketball. They feed it on the inside. Back left side jumper up and on its way. Does not go. The rebound cleared away by the Blue Dragons as Rogers gets a hold of it, and a foul, a hustle foul on DeRay Lewis. Tough break back there. She was trying to slap the ball away. It looked like the Blue Dragons had mishandled it. That'll be her first, third team foul already on the Broncbusters. Dribble penetration by Butana, still square, shoot it on its way, not there. Over to Baxton to be the call. This one's going to go on Kyrie Rogers. Nice crowd already for the girls' game. Really pleased to see that. These girls do deserve as good a crowd as can get in here in the early times of the year.
They're extremely talented, fun to watch.
Ranked number 9, and next poll comes out this next week. Ball on the outside, good defense. Akula has it. Now she'll give it up quickly to McKee. Hand it off, dribble penetration. That's Bearfield taking it inside. Back on the outside now. It goes to Carrillo. The ball skips away. Blue Dragons come up with it. Butana gives it to Rogers, still loose, and finally Garden City comes up with it. And we have a stoppage of play. Is it going to have to do with the shot clock? I believe it is. With the.
Well, I'm not sure that Hutchinson ever had possession.
I'm not either. They elect to make it to give them the shot clock though, and it was down to 2. Akula will inbound. She'll slap the ball. Good defense by the Dragons. They get it in finally, and in it comes to Bearfield. Ball on the outside left. They'll work it around. Jumper up from three-point range. Rims off, no good. Battle for the board. Knocked away, but ran away and then knocked off of a Blue Dragon. The only thing I could think on that, Rusty, is that it looked like Butana did get possession of it.
She was on her back.
And then tossed it to Rogers, who couldn't handle it. But judgment call, and now it'll be Garden City basketball. Last touched out of bounds by the Blue Dragons. Ball comes in, dribble penetration, he'll kick it back on the outside. Garden will work it left, shot up and not there, and a charging foul is going to be called. Good job by Williams taking the charge. Foul's going to be called on number 12. That would be on McKee.
And that is already 2 fouls on Tiana. That brings Leandre Hawkins into the game for the first time. She's another small young lady, 5'4", from Little Rock.
Butana into the forecourt. Back outside and a whistle. And travel violation against the Blue Dragons. It'll go over to Garden City. Hutchinson against Colby was able to keep their turnovers really down. Did a good job in that ball game. John likes to keep them between 12 and 14 if at all possible. And the ball's knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. So a turnover against Garden City.
That's 3 of them already.
Rogers will inbound. Butana back on top. Now they'll hand it off. They'll weave it. Preisner over on the right side this time. Butana. Here's a jumper by Staley from the top of the key. It won't ring, and the rebound's cleared out by Garden City. Off the floor on the rebound. Here comes Bearfield. She'll bring it up quickly, and they'll reset. Garden City had a really good player by the name of Dobbins last year that was really dominated. The feet underneath, they fall down, and a traveling call. The turnover's going to be on Lewis. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. 7-2 your score, 6:05 to go in this first quarter of play. Butana will bring the ball up. Looks to the right side and goes with it over the back on the left side now to Preisner. Preisner holds it high. Out to Staley. She's wide open, guns and hits. You can't leave her open, can you?
Now, when she has her feet set, she is very, very accurate.
A quick timeout, a 30-second break. We'll be back with more from the Sports Arena. Dragons 10, Busters 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Blue Dragons off to a very, very good start. A couple of threes have dropped. They've hit 4 out of 6 shots. Garden City's been forced into a bunch of turnovers, 4 of them. And as a result, the Blue Dragons comfortable in the game's first 4 minutes and 15 seconds, up 8, 10-2.
Garden City will bring it up. Akula holds up right in front of us, guarded quickly by Staley. Back outside now, goes in the hands of Bearfield. Bearfield, a little guard out of Joliet, Illinois. Dribble penetration by Akula. She'll gun it on his way and hit it. Nice little jumper from the top. And Akula is able to knock it down. Remember her from last year. She was very efficient at the guard spot out of India. 10-4 ball game now. The Dragon lead is cut to 4. Inside to Williams. She goes up, rejected. Rebound cleared by Garden City. A couple new Dragons will check in here in the next dead ball whistle.
Well, Coach Anches has to want to get some rebounding in there because Garden City out-rebounding Hutch early on, 5-1.
They really are. Ball on the outside. Garden will shoot the 3 from outside. He riddles out. No good. Rebound, Kyrie Rogers. Here's Boutana on the run. Quickly up to Lake and Preisner. Preisner takes it down low underneath, puts it up, misses it, and Garden City comes up with a loose basketball. There's a near steal, but coming away with it will be Garden. They'll set up the offense. Game clock at 4:32, shot clock at 21 for the Broncbusters. Shot from outside, a 3-pointer's up and good by Akula. So she pulls the Broncbusters within 3 at 10-7. All of a sudden, a 5-0 run by the Broncbusters. Here's Boutana. Top to Preisner, thought about it. Rogers has it now. She'll drill off the pick and puts it up and in. Nice job by Kyrie Rogers.
That time she went to her left.
Had to get her some looks at the next level. She's able to consistently do that. 12-7 ball game now. Hutchinson back up on top again by 5. Bearfield cross-courts it, gets it back. Dribble penetrates left of the lane, puts up a wild shot, does not go. Right back into Garden City's hands. Look who's there. Basket up and good by Lewis. Dragons coaching staff yelling at him to box out. 12-9 now. The lead is 3. Preisner on the outside. Dragons lead is cut to 3. Staley, left side, Boutana. Holds the ball high. Flash inside to Williams. Takes Lewis down to the low post. Puts up the shot. Can't get it. And a rebound cleared. And a foul called.
On the Dragons over the back on the rebound.
Sure enough. It's going to be on Williams. She crashed the boards hard, but she also hit a Garden City Broncbuster. Substitution now. McClure will check in. Also Brown will check in.
Bridie Kennedy Hopoate.
And Bridie Kennedy Hopoate, yep. I was looking for the third one. Thank you, Rusty. Superior Boiler Works is tonight's corporate sponsor. Midwest Ford and Toyota is the titleist sponsor for the whole season. By the way, John's show will be on the air again on Monday night. John Onges Dragon Talk at 7 o'clock from Midwest Ford and Toyota. There's a near steal. Boutana tried to jump the route, and Bearfield was able to get to it. Back outside, Akula. Akula will roll right. Dump it down low, and a foul called on Bridie Kennedy Hopoate. Try to reach around and knock it away from the bigger Angel Murr inside. That'll be Kennedy Hopoate's first. Inbounding will be Garden City. Garden a little shaky early. They've settled down now. Down with only 3. Broncbusters throw it into a crowd, and a foul is going to be called. They're going to whistle this one on the Blue Dragons.
This one will go on
Brown.
Alicia over the back, trying to double team from behind.
Inbounding will be the Broncbusters. Hawkins gets it in. They'll shoot the 3 ball. It's off, no good. Rebound cleared away by the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson will bring it up quickly. There's McClure. She'll drive down, kicks it back to Brown. Left side, Boutana will shoot it up and miss it. Rebound cleared off the floor by Bridie Kennedy Hopoate. 26 on the shot clock. 24 seconds going down. 2:34 to go in the quarter. Inside to Bridie Kennedy Hopoate. Basket good. Great entry pass by the Blue Dragons.
And Bridie Kennedy Hopoate finishing with the left hand. Made it look easy.
14-9 now. Hutchinson lead is back at 5 with 2:17 to go in this first quarter of play. Here's Akula. She takes it over on the left wing, back out top, thinks about it, holds up, hands it off to Bearfield. She'll drive in. Shot clock now at 7. A long 3 on its way, got it. Akula with a big 3 ball.
She's having a nice game, a couple of 3s and 8 points.
14-12, the lead is as close as it's been. Here's a drive down, and foul's going to be called. Inya Boutana just took it right down the right side of the paint.
Monica Bearfield will get the foul.
Yeah, that'll be her first.
And should be a couple of free throws for Boutana, who's 1 of 2 at the line.
Dragon ladies really locked up defense up at Colby. Outstanding defense. Free throw toss by Butina is up and good. She will get a second one. Again, over Gallons today, an outstanding Salt City Bowl game coming from behind victory by Eastern Arizona. They won it 39-38, went for a 2-point conversion late in the contest. Free throws up and good by Butina, so here comes Garden City with the basketball. Over the left wing. Bounce pass down low, back outside, and they throw it away. So the Blue Dragons will have the basketball. They'll bring it up.
40 to go in the first quarter.
Butina into the forecourt. McClure with it. Kennedy Hopewate. Back outside, top side to Butina. They'll flash it high to Brown. Brown drives in underneath. Kennedy Hopewate. Shot short, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in.
Nice pass from Alicia Brown setting that up.
She's got a couple of them too already. 18-12, Hutchinson back up by 6. Ball on the outside with it. Garden City working around. Dribble penetration, a foul is going to be called underneath. That's going to work against the Blue Dragons.
Brenna McClure with the foul.
Getting set to shoot the free throw.
First one was
The
good.
first one was good. Thank you, Rusty. Free throw toss is up and good. Got them both.
Bearfield with her third and fourth points.
18-14. Hutchinson lead is cut a little bit. Here's Staley.
Garden City has come in here and competed very well.
McClure has it. She's really been playing good basketball. Here's Staley. Left side, Butina. She'll gather it in, drives baseline, trying to get the pass over to Brown. She gets it back to McClure. She was in traffic. Here's Butina, 3 ball. It won't go, and out of bounds it sails. A lot of activity, but Dragons were not able to score. .7 seconds to go in quarter one. Good competitive game. 18-14. Dragons up by 4. Kula hands the ball away. Bearfield back outside. Travel call on Akula. Says she switched pivots. I think she disagreed with the call.
Blue Dragons can play for the last shot of the first quarter if they wish.
Yeah, shot clock is dark. Inya Butina will bring the ball up. Across the timeline, she'll back it up a little bit. Here she goes to Staley. Back outside, Butina on the right wing. Flash pass down low. Staley has it ripped away from her. Garden City comes up with it. 7 seconds, now it's down to 5. Akula will bring it up. She'll push one up. It's off, no good, and it goes out of bounds. That's your end of the quarter. At the end of one, Hutchinson 18, Busters of Garden City 14. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Well, first quarter statistics reflect a pretty tight basketball game. That's what we have. Hutchinson was 6 of 15 shooting, 5 of 13 for Garden. Each team's made a couple of three-pointers. Blue Dragons got to the free throw line a little bit more frequently, made 4 out of 6, 2 of 2 for Garden. Rebounding has tightened up a little bit, 8-7 Garden City. 18-14 Hutch as we start the second quarter.
Garden City hit a couple big threes by Akula. Was one of the, well, she hit 2 of them, and it really was very instrumental in getting them a little bit closer when they trailed it at 7-2 at that one time. Here's Akula with the basketball. They have possession to start this second half of play, second quarter, excuse me. Akula with the ball. Top of the key, they'll work it on the right side. Falling down, and they're going to call the foul on Brown as Carrillo just kind of tripped over the feet of Brown, and it ends up being her first foul of the ball game.
Actually, Alicia now with 2 fouls.
Yeah, they show her with 1 on the board. That's a mistake.
Well, either
No,
that
I
or
think you're right.
one.
No, because I remember the call was made when she fought through that screen. So you're right. Ball on the outside. Bearfield dribble penetrates, kicks it back. Carrier hands the ball off, and here comes Hawkins across the top. Akula drives in, kicks it on the left side. They'll back in against Rogers. Strong move to the basket, and a foul is going to be called. Carrillo will go to the line to shoot the free throw. And Candy Hopewate, Rusty, picks up her second. That's a pretty big early foul.
It is. She struggled with fouls this early season. First free throw is off the mark.
Carrillo will shoot his second one. Okay, Rio, there's her free throws up and missing. Rebound cleared away by Rogers. Blue Dragons will bring it down. Kennedy Hopewate in traffic and gets called for the travel. Got tangled up in the low blocks. Here comes Williams in, and Bridie will take a seat. 18-14, Hutchinson lead is 4. A precarious 4 right now.
Yeah, Blue Dragons got off to a 10-2 start, and you thought, well, it's going to be another one of those blowout first halves, but it has turned into a very competitive game.
Garden's game against Dodge City was a competitive one the other day as well. Ball on the right side. Akula, reverse it, top of the key. Carrillo has it back outside Bearfield. Down low underneath, they'll spin underneath, shot doesn't go, rebound Rogers. Dragons come out with it. Here comes Boutina on the run. Back out top, Boutina, down low underneath, Williams. What a quick release by Williams, turns and puts it up and in. Hutchinson expands their lead by 6 now at 20-14. Ball on the outside, Akula. She'll dribble, penetrate, down low underneath, and a foul called. It's going to go against the Hutch Blue Dragons. Rogers will pick up the personal. That'll be
her second.
Her second, yes. Angel Murr will check into the lineup. She's out of Ontario, Canada. 6'2" sophomore. They got some size. Ball knocked away. Nice touch by the Blue Dragons out of bounds. The Garden City will inbound on the far side. Congratulations to the Broncbusters. They won a national championship today. 25-22 victory in football over Arizona Western.
This league has produced a lot of national champions over the years.
Ball comes in, stolen by McClure, but she was stepping on the sidelines. They'll be off of her out of bounds. Hawkins checks out. Checking back into the lineup now will be number 12, McKee. And stoppage of play, and it'll go against team control foul, illegal pick. It'll go against the Broncbusters.
Foul is on Muir.
Muir picks up her first. So Hutch will bring it up. 8:16 to go in this second quarter play. Top of the key, they're working on the left side. That's Preisner. Wearing her hair in a bun tonight. Here's the drive by Rogers. She'll go up and put it up and in. There should be an N1.
That was a heck of a move.
Well, she really muscled it up there because she had a lot of contact and was able to fight through it, put it up and in. It's 22-14 now. All right, Rogers at the free throw line to shoot one. Free throw toss is up and good. 23-14, Dragons starting to pull away from the Brockbusters a little bit. With 7:54 to go in this second quarter. There's a steal. Here come the Blue Dragons. McClure comes away with it. Bounce pass to Preisner, shot up and good. McClure just about lost control of the ball at the last second, was able to get the pass away and come up with a quick basket. That'll force the timeout. We'll take a break. 25-14 your score. Dragons up by 11, 7:42 to go in the quarter. We'll be back in a half minute.
Well, the Blue Dragons with a 25-14 lead. It was 18-14 at the quarter break, which means in the first 2 minutes and change of the second quarter, a 7-0 run for the Blue Dragons. And Hutchinson, we'll see if they can just keep building on this lead. They led by 8 early on, only to let the Brockbusters get back in the game.
And there's a steal by McClure, but she puts it into the backcourt as she was about to fall out of bounds. So it doesn't go as a steal. She'll kick it back outside. Bearfield to shoot it up, not there. Rebound cleared by Butina. Butina on the floor and goes off her foot out of bounds. It sails. Let's see who it's last touched off
I gotta say, touched last by Garden.
Dragons got a break right there. I think they talked about pushing it a little bit in that last time out they had, because the Blue Dragons really coming out and pushing it up the floor quickly. On the outside, Butina. Upside, Brown. They wrap it around and go tops down to Williams. Dragons kick it left. McClure comes up with it underneath. Brown layup good. McClure was able to see her.
Nice pass from McClure. Wow.
27-14, Hutchinson. With 6:52 to go in this quarter. They really have blown it open in this second quarter of play.
9-0 is the run.
Garden City, dribble penetrate underneath, wide open underneath, nice drive. Finishing off was DeRay Lewis. Breaks the Dragon run now, which became 9-2. Left side with the basketball on the left wing. McClure back outside Butina, she'll gun and hit. Inya Butina with the basket.
And the Dragons haven't missed a shot in the second quarter. They are 5 of 5.
6:16 to go in quarter two. Glenn Grunwald, Rusty Hills, glad to have you along on Country 102.9. KHUT and Hutchinson. KWBW will be joining us a little bit later on. There's a back inside layup, doesn't go. Dragons off the floor, pick up the rebound. McClure, she'll push it. McClure with the head, left-hand dribble, dumps it inside, trying to go inside to Williams and turns the ball over. Here comes Garden City the other way. Ball on the outside now, they'll set it up. McKee had it for a second. Akula. Bearfield, she'll back it up on the dribble. Now she'll start to attack. The lob inside, picked up by Garden City, up and in. Nice job on the inside. Lewis was able to finish it.
She had to battle for it to control the pass, but when she did, easy basket. She has 6 points.
29-18, Hutchinson on top, 5:21 to go. The second quarter of play. We're about midway through the second quarter. Here's Preisner. Ball knocked away out of bounds that will be retained by the Blue Dragons.
Blue Dragon uniforms are different in this game. Silver, gray with blue trim. Again, those uniforms in memory of Sam Butterfield, courtesy of his sons.
Blue Dragons will inbound on the far side. These haven't got the patch on yet, but they will. Working on the left side, McClure. Here's Staley for three. Doesn't get it. Rebound, nice block out by Akula on Preisner. And here comes Garden City. By the way, BW has joined us now, so welcome our BW listeners. along with Country 102.9 in Hutch. The drive down, the scoop shot doesn't go, but a foul call. 2 shots coming the way of Garden City. Boutina will pick up the personal.
Inya has just 1.
We'll be back in here, Rusty, on Wednesday as Butler, the Grizzlies, come in.
Butler has a good basketball team.
Both the gals and the guys. Free throw toss is up and good by Bearfield. And then on the road a week from tonight to wrap up the first semester with a road trip down at Barton.
Right now, Hutchinson and Barton on the men's side, the only 2 unbeaten teams in the league.
Allen really pushed, both free throws, by the way, good. Allen really pushed the Cougars the other night at Iola. Cougars were finally able to rally and win that ball game. And 3-second violation works against the Blue Dragons. Williams maybe had a foot in the lane and got caught. A rare turnover there. And here comes Garden City with the basketball. Down by 9. Akula down low underneath, trying to get it inside, and the travel call is going to work against Garden City. And quick to say, my fault, D-Ray Lewis. I think she realized she got a little rattle down low.
I thought she could have been called for travel. I think the official call actually was for too long in the lane.
Was it? Okay. I thought it could have been a travel call, but Boutineau on the ball on the outside. Here goes the Preisner. Akula tied on Preisner. On the right side now, Williams. Brown has it, holds it high. Dribble penetrates. Pulls up on the outside. Here it goes to Staley. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and a foul's going to be committed.
And it is the 3rd on Tiana McKee.
Here comes the inbound from the Blue Dragons. The substitution back in checks Hawkins. Leandra Hawkins out of Little Rock, Arkansas. She's all of 5'4". She'll check into the lineup.
Maybe. Not very tall.
Here comes the inbound. Deep corner left. Preisner had it. Staley now up to Brown. Over to Boutina. Between circles, she'll hop around to the left side. Now they'll give it off to Preisner. There's Brown on the right wing. Takes it on the dribble down low underneath, puts it up. Doesn't get it, but it puts up a rebound and puts it up and in and scores it. Alicia making something out of nothing there. 31-20 to lead back at 11 for the Blue Dragons again. Fairfield, left side, crosses over to the free throw line. Ball knocked away. Preisner trying to get to it. Oh, that's real close to backcourt. There's Akula finally caught up with it. She'll lob it inside. They'll work it down low. Shot up there and good. Lewis getting it done on the inside.
Dragons are having trouble against the size inside. That's 8 for Lewis.
31-22 Dragons on top of the Busters. Brown out top, Staley, left wing now to Boutina. Preisner for a wide open 3, it won't go. Brown battles the board, knocked away, last touch out of bounds off of Garden City. And here comes back in the lineup McClure. Boutina will check out. Here comes the inbound now, the right side baseline. McClure to trigger it. Gets it in, deep corner left. Three-pointer does not go for Preisner, but the rebound's there underneath. Shot up and good. McClure with the rebound and the putback.
First points for Brenna.
Those are hustle points. Jumper up, off the glass and good by Lewis. From the foul stripe. 33-24 now. Dragon lead is cut a little bit with 2:30 to go.
Lewis has 8 of the 10 points scored by Garden City in the second quarter.
Here's Williams. She'll drive on Lewis down low, goes up strong and puts it up and in. Coaching staff of the Blue Dragons wanted to foul on Lewis inside. To drive the other way, and there's a foul called on the Blue Dragons. Foul's going to be called on Staley. Correct?
Yes. It on, I think they called it on McClure. Nope, they changed it. You're right. It is Staley.
Saw him indicate 2-all, but I wasn't sure. Free throw by Bearfield is good. Bearfield gets set for the second one. Free throw toss is up and good. So 35-26, the lead back to 9 now for the Blue Dragons. Cut a little bit. McClure will bring it up. They go right side, Staley. Back outside to Brown. Here's Williams. She touches it over to Preisner. Preisner in front of the scorer's table. Outside, Staley. Right side, McClure. Dribble penetrates. Bounce pass comes across the lane. Last touch out of bounds ball for Garden City, kicking the ball. They'll set the shot clock at 15.
Well, right now it says 24.
Yep. And not sure what there he's trying to get it. It popped back up to 24. Now it's at 15. So here comes the inbound. McClure will trigger it. Trying to get it into Staley. They'll lob it outside. Preisner. Left side, Staley from 3 range. Rattles out on her, no good. Lewis with the rebound. Garden City to bring it up with 1:45 to go, trying to cut into that Dragon lead a little bit more. Ball on the outside, front to free throw line. That's Lewis. Now she'll put it on the floor and gets called for 3 seconds in the lane. Not her, but another player was called for the 3 seconds in the lane. Carrillo, I believe, was in the lane. McClure will bring it across the timeline. Right in front of the Dragon, on top of the Dragon insignia. Here we go, left wing. Preisner underneath. They go to Williams, layup good. McClure was going to fall out of bounds and got it to Williams just in time.
Nice job of ball handling
Really
by the
was.
Dragons.
37-26. There's the steal. Here comes McClure. Knocked it from behind. She'll bring it up, accelerate, whip it to Brown. Layup good. (39-26) ball game. Hutchison with the lead inside of a minute now in the second quarter of play. There's another steal. McClure will bring it down. McClure stops, puts it up, rims off, no good, but she draws the foul, and she will shoot free throws.
Dragon guards put so much pressure on you, and Garden City's coughed it up a dozen times here in the first half, and many of those have led to easy Dragon baskets.
McClure will shoot a couple free throws here. 2-shot foul. Free throw toss is up and good. A nice touch on the ball. That just kind of settled into the net. She's a good free throw shooter. Butina will check in. Alicia Brown will check out.
Want to know how good? 24 out of 27.
Pretty doggone good.
89%.
Dragons shoot 69.7% as a team. Free throw toss up and good.
University of Kansas would love to shoot that on the men's side.
Yes, they would. Here comes Akula. Well, I tell you what, HCC men wouldn't mind taking some lessons either. Carrillo backed in. Now she lobs it on the left side. Davis has it. Kicks it out in traffic. Butina trying to come up for the tie-up, and she will. Possession arrow Dragons way. Very aggressive play by Enya Butina. Saw an opportunity for a jump ball, and she reached out and really got it.
Hutchins, a team that's not really clicking yet offensively, but because they play such good defense, they get a lot of easy baskets.
Yeah, they sure are. We're getting out rebounded early on. I think those
Not
numbers
anymore.
might have changed.
Yeah.
Butina on the outside, 12 on the game clock. Bounce pass goes in the corner, and then it sails out of bounds. Turnover Dragons. Staley couldn't handle it. Not a real crisp pass from Butina.
10 seconds to work with for Garden City.
Garden City will bring it up. Bearfield across the half court line. 5 seconds. Now it's down to 3. She'll put it up and score it. Bearfield with a nice shot. And that's the end of the first half of play. Dragons lead at 41-28 at intermission. We will take a 2-minute timeout. Rusty will add up all the numbers and get set for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule, brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. Blue Dragons lead at 41-28. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, we're at halftime. 41-28 is your score. Blue Dragons doing a good job of taking that lead into the dressing room. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule, brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. The Medicine Shop at 14th and Main for all your pharmaceutical needs. That's the Medicine Shop. Here's Rusty with all the numbers as he finishes adding them up. What did it look like, Rusty?
Well, the Blue Dragons had a very, very nice second quarter. They took a tight game at the end of one, 18-14, and turned it into a 13-point bulge at the halftime break, 41-28. Quite a contrast in scoring between the two teams. For the visitors from Garden City, all the points have come from three young ladies. DeRay Lewis with 10, Monica Bearfield with 10, and Kavita Akula with 8. Nobody else scored for Coach Nick Salazar. For the Blue Dragons, on the other hand, there were 7 young ladies involved in the scoring in the first half. Hutchinson led by a trio with 6 points each. That would be Alicia Brown, Taylor Staley, and Kyla Williams. Inya Butna added 5 for the Dragons. Brenna McClure had 4. Kyrie Rogers 3, and Lakin Preisner had 2. When you look at the statistics of the first half, you see a Hutchinson team shooting well, 16 of 30, 53%, mainly because there were so many mistakes by Garden City. Garden City had 14 turnovers in the first half, and those 14 turnovers directly leading to 19 Blue Dragon points. And so Hutchinson with maybe a little bit inflated shooting stats here in the first half because they got so many on the inside. Garden City didn't shoot it badly, 10 of 21. Neither team effective from 3. Hutchinson 2 of 9, both of those by Taylor Staley early in the game. 2 of 7 from behind the arc for Garden City. Free throwing pretty close to a wash. Dragons were 7 of 9, Garden 6 of 8. Hutchinson, after being beaten on the glass early in the game, took over the boards in the second quarter, and at halftime has a 4-rebound advantage, 14-10. But again, the story of the first half, points off turnovers. Dragons had only 6 turnovers in the first half. Garden City had 14, and those 14 Garden City turnovers leading to 19 Hutchinson points. Dragons also got 8 points on second chance opportunities. So a good Hutchinson team with a 41-28 edge at halftime over Garden City. This has been the first half Medicine Shop game capsule. Medicine Shop, terrific pharmacy. You'll find it in Midtown Hutchinson at 14th and Main. If you're looking for a pharmacy, give the Medicine Shop a try. 620-663-7681. They'll make the process of transferring your prescriptions over as easy as it could possibly be. You will like the Medicine Shop. We'll take a 2-minute break, be back with more. Well, before I turn it over to Glenn, as he takes a look at some basketball scores, I need to make a correction on Hutchinson's scoring in the first half. I told you Kyrie A. Rogers had 3 points, which was right, but those were all in the second quarter. She also had 5 in the first. She leads Hutchinson in scoring at halftime with 8.
Let's take a look at some of the scores throughout the Jayhawk Conference. With 9:17 to go in the second quarter of play, well, that would be 9:17 wouldn't be right, because yeah, it would be just the start of the second quarter. Butler's on top of Dodge, 28-12 in ladies action. Coffeyville and Seward all locked up and at the start of the second quarter, 23 apiece. Colby and Cloud with 107 to go in quarter number one, 26-13. Cloud on top of Colby. Here's 41-28 at halftime. Hutch on top. Barton won today over Independence, 71-52. Neosho ladies also were defeated by Pratt today earlier, 74-65, a final in that one. And Cali College 86, Allen 40. That is a final as well in that ball game. And that wraps up most of the Division I scores that we were talking about as well. If you missed out on football action today, it was a good one over in Gowan Stadium, a really good one, as the Butler Grizzlies had taken a 2-touchdown lead but saw it go away in Eastern Arizona. The Gila Monsters of Eastern Arizona were able to come in and get a nice win. With 1:28 to go, they were able to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion. They won at 39-38. That's right, 39-38 was your final score in that ball game. A great college football game played over at Gowan Stadium. So congratulations to the Gila Monsters as they came in and came from behind, rallied back, and got it done in a nice way. We'll look up some NCAA scores real quick. Alabama put it on Florida with a fourth quarter of play, 47-16 is that score in the ball game. And also, let me run down some other scores. Baylor was defeated by West Virginia 24-21 in football action today. OU a final. They won over Oklahoma State in the Bedlam Bowl, 38-20. So OU was able to put 21 second half points up and win it by a score of 38-20 after the game was actually tied 17 all at halftime. Navy was defeated by Temple. Temple defeated number 19 Navy 34-10. Also, other games tonight happening out of the top 25. Number 3 Clemson getting set to take on Virginia Tech tonight. Wisconsin and Penn State going at it. Washington, a final yesterday, beat up on Colorado 41-10, making their claim to maybe be in that Final Four. We just have to see what's going to happen there. Again, I'll try to run down some other scores that are happening with football action. I know that was out of the top 25. Let's take a look at some Big 12 scores very quickly. Now the Big 12, again, I gave you to Oklahoma and OU scored Baylor and West Virginia. K-State 30, TCU 6. That is the final. So congratulations to Bill Snyder as he won his 201st game of his career, 30-6 over TCU today. He has done such a great job, just a marvelous job, and won over Gary Patterson, who is a Kansas bred and born. They're from Burdett, Kansas, Roselle area. And that was just a great ball game today. He did a good job with that one. Some other games coming up a little bit later on. Wisconsin and Penn State will be going on. And that'll be happening a little bit later on today. But Blue Dragons here lead at 41-28 at halftime. And also congratulations to the Garden City Bronquester football team as they won the national championship with a come from behind 25-22 win over Arizona Western out of Yuma, Arizona in the El Toro Bowl today. We'll try to look up some of those other bowl scores as well. Again, the Blue Dragons lead it here 41-28 at halftime. Take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this. Battle Blue Dragons again getting set to start the second half of play, leading at 41-28. Some other scores at in bowl games. It was DuPage over Central Lakes, 25-22 in overtime. Central Lakes came in 11-1. DuPage was 6-5 in that contest. As we mentioned, Eastern Arizona winner by 1 in the Salt City Bowl, 39-38. It was Garden City 25-22 in the national championship game over Arizona Western, and Mesa and Lackawanna going at it right now as we speak. Some 3 more games tomorrow as well, and one other game to give you. Trinity on top over Northwest Mississippi by a score of 34-24. And Rusty, that one was broadcast on ESPN3 today.
Wow.
So that's that was down in Texas, Copper's Cove.
Copper's Cove.
You've been there.
Yep, we have been there. Dragons were there. Won a football game, won a bowl game down there without scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, all
5 field goals.
All field goals. So here is 41-28 Dragons getting set to go out in the second quarter of play. This is women's basketball, of course. Glad to have you along today as we get set to get going here in the second half of play. Inbounding on the far side will be the Broncbusters. So Akula will bring it up. They'll hand it off, and they'll set up the offense. Just underway in this third period of play. Left side three-pointer up, doesn't go. Rebound's going to be cleared away by the Blue Dragons. Williams was able to get the rebound. Here's Preisner. She'll set it up, down and go down low to Williams. Ball knocked away, stolen away, and last touched out of bounds off of the Blue Dragons as Butina was doing everything she could do to come up with it in the corner. Could not get it done. Hey, high school basketball coming up on Tuesday, a home game at the Salt Hawk Activity Center.
Arc City coming into town. Arc City played the first game ever played in the Salt Hawk Activity Center.
That was quite some time ago.
That was.
Seems like it was closer. Here's the little give and go down low underneath, and an easy basket for McKee as the Dragons were overplaying the defense a little bit. They get the first basket of the second half of play.
Matter of fact, the Arc City coach coming in played in that first game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Preisner skips it over to Kyrie Rogers. She'll gun and hit. Rogers showing some range.
Yeah, from outside.
Oh, 15, 16-footer. 43-30. Dragon lead is at 13. 8:51 remaining to go in this third quarter of play. Just underway in the third quarter. Akula back on the outside. McKee puts it in her right hand, goes right side with it. Dribble penetration by Bearfield. Now back to McKee. Ball comes out high, back it down a little bit. 1 on the shot clock to get the shot away, and they're going to say no, shot clock violation. Carrillo just did not take the time to put a move on a little earlier. Missed the shot anyway, but anyway, Hutchinson basketball. Rogers, left side, Preisner. Here's Staley. Over to Butina. Back to Staley left. She'll gun and miss. Rebound picked up off the floor by Garden City. They come away with it. And here comes Akula quickly out the court to McKee. McKee left side gets a step on Staley and draws the foul on Staley. Taylor trying to slide over, just couldn't quite get there in time.
Second foul on Taylor.
McKee at the line to shoot free throws. Tiana McKee out of Garden City, a sophomore. Free throw's up and good. She will shoot the second one. Free throw toss. Got it. 43-32. Lead is cut down to 11 now. Blue Dragons have led for the entire ball game. Preisner left wing to Rogers. Back to Preisner on the top. Right side, Butina. Dribble penetration, bounces and kicks it back outside. Preisner drives in, little looper, shoots it up and off the glass. Nice job by Preisner. Nice touch on the ball. A lot of kids want to shoot it too hard off the glass, and she just put it up softly.
Her second basket.
Let the ball do its own work. Ball thrown away. Garden City turns the ball over. The Dragons will bring the basketball up. Butina into the forecourt, top side. Rogers. Kyrie hands it off, goes left side. Staley, now Butina. Cutters cut through. Here's Rogers, gets a step on the defender, takes it down low, shot not there. Rebound's going to be cleared away by Garden City, and Garden City's going to bring it up. All the way down, McKay puts it up and misses it, but then the foul called. I think they might have caught Williams on a hip, bumped into her.
Good eyes, that's exactly what they have, and it will be McKee to the free throw line. She has all of the points for Garden here in the third quarter, 4 of them.
Free throw by McKee, hits it. She'll get a second one. That's the lead down to 12 now, 45-33. Williams will check out of the contest. Second one's up and good. Brady Kendi Hopewate back in there. Lead remains at 11.
She plays with a couple of fouls.
Left side, Preisner. Free throw line extended over on that left side. Rogers reverses it over on our side now to Butina. Staley wide open, shoots it and hits it. Ball settled in nicely. But she can get her feet under and get a good look. She'll knock it down for you.
That is 3 made trays for Staley. She has the only 3-pointers for Hutch.
48-34, Hutchinson. Ball on the outside. Akula, ball stolen away by Butina. Butina comes up with it. Nice pass to Staley. Staley a drive down, put it up and score it. What a pass by Butina. Just one-armed it down to her.
Nice job by Staley, finishing with the left hand.
He'll lob it inside. Davis, that was inside to Lewis very quickly. Ball knocked away. Still loose on the floor, picked up by the Broncbusters. They'll take it to the corner and gun it on its way. Not there. Rebound, Blue Dragons. Kennedy Hopewate gets the carom and rips it down. Here comes Preisner. 16-point Dragon lead, trying to blow it open here. There's a drive, and Rogers will draw the foul. It's going to go on Garden City.
Kyrie will shoot 2.
Carrillo will pick up the foul. That'll be her second. Rogers' free throw toss is up and good. Well, some crazy weather, Rusty, as it was kind of pretty nice days mixed in with the bad day. We're kind of drizzly today and rainy, and it's supposed to be nice again tomorrow.
It's December.
It's December. December in Kansas.
It's not snowing.
Free throws up, and I saw snow the other day at Clear Lake, Iowa. It wasn't supposed to snow in Clear Lake, Iowa.
I'm going to tell you what, the schedule you had this week, I'm not sure how you keep up with it.
Ball on the left side. Yeah, it was a fun trip up to Minnesota. Ball knocked away. Blue Dragons come up with it. Butina, she'll bring it on the dribble quickly, trying to get it over to a teammate, and a foul's called. They're going to whistle this one on. I believe Butina will pick up the personal foul.
After she lost it, reached out trying to get it back. 2 fouls on Inya.
So the foul will be her second. Let's see if John makes a move or not. No, not so far. She can handle it and play with 2.
Dragons comfortable, up 18.
Ball on the left side, Akula, guarded by Staley, back out top. Bearfield will gun it on his way and hit it. She's a pretty good little ball player.
Yeah, she is.
Lots of hustle. She's 5'3".
Average is 15, has 14 in this one.
Ball outside, three-pointers up and good.
Kennedy Hopewate.
Showing her range, yeah, showing her range from three-point land.
Fourth made three for the Dragons, the first by somebody not named Staley.
Ball on the outside, Garden City, top of the key. They'll hold up. McKee gives it up now to Akula. Akula on the right. Dribble penetration. McKee with a dragon on her hip draws the foul.
Called it on Preisner. This will result in free throws, I believe, unless it was on the drive to the basket.
It will be two shots coming. Brown will check in. Next opportunity. Lisa Brown out of Leavenworth, Kansas. Free throws tosses up and missing by McKee. Well, I walked around on the east side of the arena, about a walkway over there, and the whole ticket area was missing. It's gone. Just, I mean, there's this big opening there. Plus, I couldn't go to the restroom we usually go to.
No.
Free throws up. She missed both of them. Dragons get the rebound.
It's an adventure here.
Yes, it is. It is. You know, I wasn't ready for that adventure. There's a travel call on Bridie Kennedy Hopewate out there.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done between now
Yes.
and the national tournament.
You betcha. Hopefully they'll get a lot done over the Christmas break. One more last game coming up in here on Wednesday, and other than practicing, they should be able to get a lot done before the first part of January. With the basketball at Garden City, and they throw it away. Try to lob it away and throw it away. By the way, don't forget to come up to Midwest Ford and Toyota on Monday night. Take in the Dragon Talk with John Onges. That'll happen at 7. And while you're there, register for a trip for two, airfare, hotel, and game tickets to Las Vegas when the Dragon Ladies play Eastern Utah and Snow College. That'll be happening on the 27th to 28th of December. There's a drive by Rogers, foul called, and Rogers will go to the line and shoot the free throws.
Coach Onches asked us how we like being down on the floor, and we mentioned that occasionally somebody gets in front of us. He said, what, the out official? I said, well, once in a while, a coach.
He just did it just a while ago, too.
Yeah, I did.
Wonders, and it's a full, what is that, about a 8-foot table? Free throw by Rogers missing.
He's slightly outside the box.
Checking into the lineup for Garden City will be number 23. That'll be Duhart.
Jessica Carrillo's foul was her third.
Free throw toss by Rogers is up and good. Got one of the two down. Makes it 56-36. The lead is 20 for the Blue Dragons of Hutch.
And Rogers leading all scorers with 16.
So just to wrap up with Dragon Talk, 7 o'clock to 7:30. You can catch all the action on BW Radio, but better than that, come up live and watch the show take progress and register for those free tickets. Round trip airfare and hotel room and game tickets to the ball games in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ball outside, dribble penetration all the way through. They'll whip it around on the top. Akula will shoot the long three. It won't go. Bridie Kennedy Hopewate with the rebound. Dragons will bring it up. Quickly up to Rogers, layup, good, and she's fouled in the N1. Who just checked in the ball game? Duhart will pick up the personal.
Not sure you can play a whole lot better than the Dragons are playing in this quarter. They have missed only 2 shots in the entire third quarter, 6 out of 8. Meanwhile, they have only given up 2 field goals in the third quarter.
Free throws up and good, makes it 59-36 your score with 3:24 to go in the third quarter. Stay tuned, men's action coming up at about 7:30 tonight. Big ball game against Garden City. They played well against Dodge the other day. Jumper up and missed, oh good, it went down. Nice job by Lewis to get it to go. Makes it 59-38. Hutchinson lead is cut a little bit. And 3-second violation goes against the Blue Dragons.
I want to guess that we might be a little bit late for the men's game. Remains to be seen.
It remains to be seen correctly.
Got a whole fourth quarter to go in this one, although the game is not tight, so it might move right along.
Akula on the right side. Used to be able to judge that, but the 20-minute has a struggle with math, you know. Ball on the outside left. Dribble penetration by Duhart. The three-pointer's up and good from outside. McKee. McKee knocks it down, makes it 59-41. Dragon lead is cut a little bit. Rogers into Kennedy Hopewate, puts a move up, puts a shot not there. Rogers' putback doesn't go, but she draws the foul, and this is going to be the second quick foul called on Duhart.
Kyrie is having a marvelous game. A free throw here would give her 20 points.
She kind of turns it on.
Yeah, she can.
They got her attention a few games ago when she had to sit for one and came in late in another. Free throws tosses up and missing. I think it was the second half of the Pratt game she finally got in and really turned it on.
She is the most talented scorer for the Blue Dragons.
A pleasant surprise coming out of Wichita, Kansas just last year. Going to get some looks, I can tell you that. Free throws up and good.
20 points.
So good ball game so far for Kyrie Rogers. And the Dragons lead at 60-41. Back up by 19. Lewis out front. She'll hand it to McKee. McKee will hand it off now. Bearfield. Bearfield isolate on McClure. She'll gun it on its way and hit it. Three-pointer, yeah. 60-44 now. Hutch lead to cut a little bit. Here's Butina trying to answer. Shot doesn't go. Rogers soars in and gets the rebound and put back up and in. Timeout's going to be taken with 2:01 to go in the quarter. We're in the third. Dragons 62, Busters 44. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Well, the Blue Dragons just cruising right along. They continue to shoot it well. 23 of 41, 56%, 52% shooting for Garden City. These teams are both playing well offensively, but Hutchinson pretty comfortable, up 18.
2:01 remaining to go here in the third. With the basketball, Garden City. They'll bring it up the court. Now they'll set up the weave out front is Bearfield. Bearfield will drive underneath and basket scored. Bearfield with the basket. She's having a heck of a game.
17.
62-46 now. Dragon lead is cut into a bit. The play is going to go against the Blue Dragons. Kennedy Hopewate picks up the personal on the illegal pick.
Her third foul. I need to correct the scoring on Kyrie Rogers. Rogers with 19 now. I gave the three-pointer that was scored by Kennedy Hopewate inadvertently to Kyrie.
Here comes the inbound from Garden City. 1:36 remaining in this third period of play. Akula back outside. McKee had it. Here's Bearfield. She'll drive in, pulls up. Ball knocked away, stolen away by the Blue Dragons. Here comes Kyrie Rogers. Rogers looks down court, goes to Booten on the right side. Dribble penetrates inside, puts it up, missing it badly. And a rebound fought for by Kennedy Hopewate, and they get the basketball back. Here we go again, trying to get it into Kennedy Hopewate, and she'll draw the foul underneath.
Angel Muir on her back, 2 free throws.
So Kennedy Hopewate will step to the line to shoot the free throws. 2 coming her way, 1:03 to go. Kennedy Hopewate gets set, free throw toss is up and good. She will shoot a second one. Carrillo will check back in. Here's Hopewate, Kennedy Hopewate's free throw. Kennedy playing with 3 fouls. Free throws up and good. I think John's maybe planning on having her just play through it if she can.
Didn't score in the first half because of foul trouble. Does have 5 points here in the third quarter.
64-46 now. Dragons with the big lead. In traffic, layup good.
Nice move by Carrillo.
64-48. Dragon lead. McClure. Brown. Right side, they'll skip it into Rogers. Back outside now, Butina. And 3-second violation called on Bridie Kennedy Boate. That's more than I've seen a 3-second violation called in a long time.
This crew has a favorite call.
Here comes Staley back in the ball game. Sophomore out of Newton, Kansas, replaces Kyrie Rogers.
Sometimes you go an entire game and you never see one.
Sometimes you go
2 games.
an entire month and not see one.
Yeah, maybe it's sticky from the construction.
Could be, possibly.
Can't get out of there as quickly as
I've
you
heard
need
there's
to.
some dust on the seats. I know that. Ball on the outside. Carrillo passes it down low, but ball was rejected by Butina. Nice job by Butina. And the Blue Dragons bring it up. Brown can't get it back in time, and here quickly comes Garden City. And then stolen away just about again. A dive for the ball, and a foul is going to be called on Staley.
Yeah, she dove underneath to prevent a Garden City player from getting to the ball on Taylor. That'll be foul number 3.
Here comes back into the ball game now. Preisner will check back in. Butler at the start of the third period on top, 43-23 over Dodge City in women's action. Seward and Coffeyville in a good one, 43 all just at the start of the third period of play.
That's a Coffeyville team that Hutchinson already owns a win over.
Free throw toss up and good by Lewis. That's a Seward team that had an 11-point lead rushed the other night with 1:30 to go against Cali and won by 76-75 in women's play.
There's a long ways to go in this conference
you better
race.
believe it. Home court advantage is huge. Free throw toss up and missing. Rebound cleared out by Brown, the Blue Dragons. Now Staley has it. And that's going to be the end of your quarter. Staley knew she had to get off a quick one and threw it up, but way short. 64-49, Dragons lead it as we go to the fourth. We'll take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this.
Shoes to fill. Main thing is you gotta tie them as tightly as possible so they don't fall off on your way to the basket. Make those bunny ears. Something about it going around the hole through the loop. Tie it tightly. Raise the loop over hand, second shoe. Size one. Look at even fit should feel over. Still working on the laces. Fine-tuning into the double knot. Uncontested is out. The slow pace to the basket. Good dribble on the outside.
Well, 1 quarter of basketball remains. Hutchinson with a nice lead, 64-49 through 3 quarters. Both teams continue to shoot well. The Dragons 55%, Garden City 53%. Hutchinson with a big edge in rebounding, 43-12 after they trailed in that category early on. And the Dragons also capitalizing on turnovers. 24 points off of Garden City turnovers. The Dragons lead in the turnover category by 7.
And the Blue Dragons getting set for their fourth and final quarter. First quarter was pretty close.
18-14.
Yeah, and Hutchinson was able to have a really strong second quarter of play. Possession arrow will be the Blue Dragons as we start this quarter. Up the court, they'll bring it. Left side now, Preisner. Back outside. Staley from 3. It's off, no good. Battle the board. They hit it hard, but coming up with it will be Garden City with Lewis getting the rebound. Up the court quickly. They'll set it up. McKee with it. Looks outside, puts it in the hand. Akula was with it on the right side. Akula gets it back, works on the left wing. 7 on the shot clock. McKee has it. She'll lob it into Lewis. Lewis guarded by Brown and Kennedy Hopewate. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball and shot clock violation.
That becomes the 21st turnover for Garden City. You will not win if you come to the sports arena and have 20-plus turnovers.
Exactly. McClure, again, the sophomore out of Lions, actually redshirt freshman, had the injury last year. She is really pushing everybody this year, playing well. Here's Brown. She'll roll off the pick. Head fake, goes up, shoots it off the glass and good. That was a big-time move.
Yeah, that's a pretty shot, high off the glass on the bank.
Juked her to her left and right and put it up and in. 66-49, Hutchinson. Top of the outside, McKee. Carrillo runs down the basketball. Now she brings it on the dribble, holds up. Finally gets it to Kula. Kula launched the three from way outside. It's not there. Kendi Hopoate with the big rebound, and she's fouled from behind. Lewis will pick up the personal. That'll be only her second. Hutchinson will bring the basketball up with 8.5 to go. Don't forget men's action coming up at 7:30. 7:30 tip will be on just a little bit before that. Take a break in between ball games for some news and weather updates. Weather's really supposed to get bad in the middle part of next week. One real cold day. Here's a drive by Staley. Layup doesn't go. As it went around the rim and spun out on her. Here comes Garden City with the basketball. 8:05 remaining to go in his fourth quarter of play. Ball on the outside, a little give and go underneath, taken away from Bearfield. Here comes Brown. Brown on the dribble. Blue Dragons will bring it up. Brown drives in, nice in between two players, puts it up and in. Ball teetered for a while, but finally dropped.
Nice play on both ends. She came to help, caused the turnover, and then capitalized at the other end.
Lob it down low underneath, and putting up a scoop shot didn't go. Lewis was falling down. Brought it Kendi Hopoate comes up with the defeat to Staley. Staley layup good. What a pass from the top to Staley. Oh my. And a timeout on the floor. Dragons 70-49 over the Busters with 7:24 to go. A quick full 1 minute break. We'll be back with more from the sports arena floor in 60 seconds.
Well, if there was any doubt in anybody's mind about the final outcome of this game after 3 quarters with Hutchinson up 15, the Blue Dragons have pretty much erased that by scoring the first 6 points of the fourth quarter. Alicia Brown, who just gets better every time she takes the floor. Now with 10 points, she has 4 of the 6 in this quarter, the other one coming from Taylor Staley. And the Blue Dragons have done it again with defense.
Like to get in the transition, they're able to right there. So now substitutions, well, actually it was McClure. She was just going over to clean her feet. It's one thing nice. They've got the wet towels on each end as you come in out of the construction area to kind of try to keep it down. Akula will bring the ball up for Garden City. Bounce pass goes right side to McKee. Back around and working around the horn. Akula has it. And a blocking foul up front. Actually a team control foul. They're going to call it on number 21. Carrillo will pick up the personal. It'll be her 4th. So the Blue Dragons a Hutch. We'll bring it up. Preisner on the outside. Kendi Hopoate touches it. Right side to Staley right in front of us. Preisner wide open underneath. Puts it up. Short shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Trying to muscle it up again. Reverses. Goes to the corner. Now she'll pull it out and reset it. Here's McClure. Free throw line. She'll shoot and score.
Nice head-on look from about 12 feet away.
Nice job by Brenda McClure.
She has 6.
72-49. Dragons with the lead. Garden City with the ball way out front. They'll kick it right side. McKee has it, holds it high, lobs it inside. Carrillo picks up the basketball, works against Brown. Back outside, Bearfield. They'll drive up, shoot the wild shot. It's not there. Loose basketball picked up by Kendi Hopewate, and she'll be fouled from behind. As Lewis will pick up the personal. And the Dragons will walk down and shoot free throws. Kyrie Rogers back into the lineup. I told Kyrie the other day, I love the red hair because I can easily depict when you're on the court and where you are.
Won't be any free throws. That's just 3 fouls this quarter. In the quarter game, no free throws until after 5.
McClure, left side. You're right. That was only the 3rd team foul. Shots up and good by Brodie Kendi Hopewate. Launches the 3. That's her 2nd of the game.
Good shooter from out there.
Think she's got the green light from there?
Yeah. I'd give her the green light.
Akula. Ball dropped inside and a foul called. See who they whistled. Kyrie Rogers will pick up the personal.
Her 3rd.
New system, the sound system has not yet been plugged in yet. That'll be happening probably over the break. Plus, don't have any
Wonder when they're
internet.
gonna hook up the scoreboards.
And that's probably going to be around the same time. I'm thinking there's a team control foul. It's going to work against Akula. Will pick up the personal. I don't know. They're both hung.
Been there since the season started, but they haven't been hooked up.
And those are Daktronics. They'll coordinate with the main scoreboard. You'll be able to see the fouls and number of points as well on the video board. Here's Brown. He'll loop one up. Shot not there. Taken away by Lewis. And here comes Garden City. With 5:29 to go. Bearfield will launch one. Comes off on her. No good. Rebound will cleared out by Rogers. The Blue Dragons will bring it up. A 26-point Dragon lead. Here's Brown in traffic. Has it taken away from her. No foul call. Dragon fans a little upset. And then they turn it over out of bounds. Kind of fitting there. Was not able to handle it was Hawkins. Butina will check back in the lineup. Williams as well. Here comes, for the first time of the night, we will see Brianna Bradshaw out of Dodge City. She will check in as well. And the Dragon fans appreciative for the effort of the young ladies that are checking out. As taking a seat will be Bridie Kennedy, Hopewate, Brown along with McClure.
26-point edge.
Tell you what, I think Brenda McClure is going to be a real key to this league race because she, number one, she pushes Butina. And when she's in there, you don't lose much. Ball pops away, and Butina gets it back.
Might be a better shooter.
Butina, and illegal pick's going to be set. It's going to be called on Williams.
The Dragons starting to rack up some turnovers now. They did a good job in the first half, less so in the second.
Well, McClure with 6 assists, 3 steals. Her line on the night, 4 points, 100%. She does have 1 turnover, so that is the only thing that goes against her. Here's Garden City basketball. Akula. And a foul away from the play is going to take place. Williams gets caught.
So Kyla gets a couple quick ones. She has 3 now.
That last time out, Blue Dragons were scoring 1.17 points per possession compared to Garden City's 0.82. Here comes the inbound to Lewis. And whip it left. Akula with a quick release, puts one up and in. Boy, that net barely moved. She can shoot the basketball on a foul call from behind. This one's going to work against Garden City. Bearfield will pick up the personal. That'll be her second. Stay tuned, men's basketball just a little less than a half hour away. 4:27 to go on this one. Free throw toss is up and good by Butina. Shoot a second one. Free throw toss is good, got them both.
Shayla DeGarmo into the game for the Blue Dragons.
Sophomore out of Hutchinson.
Replaces Staley.
Scoring updates, Seward and Coffeyville. Seward now with 1:40 to go in the third, up 55-52. That's been nip and tuck. And more nip than tuck the whole game.
That's a big game for Coffeyville.
Really
they
is.
fall 2 games back with a loss.
Dribble penetration, long 3-ball put up by Bearfield, an air ball. It goes out of bounds. It will go back over to the Blue Dragons. Hutch will have it. 77-52, Hutchinson. Boutina handed off now. Shayla DeGarmo with the ball on the outside. A whip it left side to Bradshaw. Here's Boutina. Cutter's cut through, and she's fouled out front. Lewis will pick up the personal.
And all of a sudden, DeRay has 4.
Clouds leading in a big way over Colby, 54-37, with 4:40 to go in the third period of play.
That win the Blue Dragon women got at Cloud is going to be a big one.
It really is. Free throws up for Boutina, and maybe even a guys win as well, as Cloud's men are playing good. Boutina misses on the free throw. She'll get us another opportunity here. Free throw toss is up and good. So 78-52, Hutchinson into the forecourt, Garden City. Glad to have you along. Invite you to come up to Midwest Ford and Toyota at 7 o'clock on Monday night for Dragon Talk with John Onges. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched off of Garden City. We'll talk about the last 2 games. We'll talk about the Colby trip. Actually, we'll have several games to talk about because we didn't have one this last Monday night. So we'll talk about the Coffeyville win. Come on up. He'll bring a couple girls with him as well. Ball on the outside, and you'll have a chance to win a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. Airfare, hotel, and game tickets. Foul's going to be called outside on Akula.
Should send DeGarmo to the free throw line.
And she will go. Shayla will step to the line. Where's number 22? Great standout at high. That's Hutch High a couple years ago.
Hutch High again opening its basketball season Tuesday night.
Free throws up and good by DeGarmo.
A game you can hear right here.
Girls at 6, guys at 7:30, correct? And also K-Prep's pregame before the girls' game.
That'll be somewhere around 5:25.
Free throw toss, up and good by DeGarmo.
2 of 2 for Shayla.
Eagle Media here in Hutchinson's the official affiliate for the K-Press pregame show. They'll cover big games all across the state of Kansas. Drive down and inside, and a travel call is going to work against Durhart.
Shayla is still the only calculus student in my 50 years of
tell you the truth
that came to class one day and said the dog ate my homework, and she had the homework to prove it.
With
teeth marks everywhere.
And you said you still have that.
I do still have that. I ought to frame it, shouldn't I?
Should. It'll go into the Rusty Hills Memory Hall of Fame. 80-52, Dragons on top here with 3:02 to go.
Shayla is one of those kids that if she tells you something, you're going to believe her.
Right side, Boutina. She'll pull it back. She'll launch the 3 and hit it. Big 3-ball.
Well, she heard me talking about maybe McClure was a better shooter.
Able to knock it down. 83-52 Dragons. Again, they're going to keep right on rolling after that overtime setback against Seward. There's a drive in ball stolen away. Blue Dragons come up with it. Boutina. She'll bring it on the drive. Gives it off to Bradshaw. Layup does not go, but she'll draw the foul. And she will go to the foul stripe to shoot the free throw. Hutchinson right now on a 5-0 run after that loss in overtime to Seward. This will be their 6th game in a row. It will be their 8th win of the season. It will be 6-1 in Jayhawk Conference play, 8-1 overall. Free throw by Bradshaw's up and good. Garden City will fall to 5-5, 3-4 in the Jayhawk Conference. And for the first time into the ball game tonight. We'll check. Enns will check into the ball game.
Inyabutna comes out, gets a nice round of applause.
Castians out of Canton, Kansas, 6-foot forward freshman. Free throw toss by Bradshaw, up and good. So Hutchinson 85-52 now with the Broncbusters with 2:21 to go.
Just about an average margin of victory for Hutchinson this year.
Ball on the right side, dribble penetration, a spin move by Hawkins, and a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be called against number 21. That'll be Castians. She'll pick up her first in the act of shooting. It'll send Hawkins to the line. Over at Gowan Stadium today, an exciting ball game. I saw Eastern Arizona come from behind and score a touchdown plus a two-point conversion to win at 39-38 over the Butler Grizzlies. Free throws up and missing by Hawkins. And out in Yuma, Arizona, Garden City locked up a national championship in a perfect year with a 25-22 victory over Arizona Western. Free throws up and good by Hawkins.
One of these years, it'll be Hutchinson playing in that game.
Ball on the outside to Garmo. Waves Williams to the corner, back outside. Bradshaw fights through the picks and brings it back outside. Also into the ball game will be Barber. Kayla Barber had it for a second. Here's to Garmo. Barber out of DeSoto, Texas. Long three ball off its mark, no good on the miss by the Blue Dragons. Garden City gets the rebound. They'll bring it up. Ball on the outside, top side now to McKee. 1:33 to go. Long three ball does not go. Rebound fought forward. Inns brings down the rebound. Blue Dragons will set it up and bring it up. Kayla DeGarmo into the forecourt. Outside to Inns, looks left and goes with it over to Bradshaw. She'll dribble penetrate, puts it on its way. Shot not there. Rebound cleared though by Barber underneath and off of her out of bounds. See where Bradshaw's got the red shoes on as well, just like Inya does. So everybody else with the blue. Different kinds of Nikes out there. Garden City will work it on the top. Oh, hand it off to Hawkins. Hawkins will spin and put up a shot. Not there. Ball out of bounds. It sails. It'll be Blue Dragon. Oh, they're going to say last. Nope. They say it was last touched off of Blue Dragon.
Well, there are those who disagree with that one.
I mean, Barber looked like she watched it drop. They said it was deflected. I don't think the shot, unless they're talking that the shot was deflected. Garden City will bring it up. They'll shoot it on its way. Ball knocked away. Was this one deflected also? Nope.
Nope.
They tried to get it, but not this time. With the basketball to Garmo. She'll bring it up. Angle dribbles back outside now. Williams left side. Bradshaw. They'll work it over to Barber. Barber holds it high. Passes into Ends. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Garden City. Turnover Dragons. They'll bring it up the court quickly. Right side with it. That's Jessica Hind in there, and a foul is going to be committed. It'll be against the Blue Dragons.
Three-point try out of the corner missed. Follow shot is where the foul occurred. To the free throw line for Garden City will go Megan Bessiker.
Besker will step to the line, her first trip. Free throw toss is up and good.
That is just the fourth point scored in this quarter.
Wow. 23 ticks on the clock left before the end of this one. We are going to be just a little bit late with the men's game, not much. Free throws up and missing, and Barber gets the rebound. And Dragons will let those 17 seconds go more than likely. Garden City still attacking defensively. Now it's down to 9 and 7. Dragons are going to come away victorious. 85-54 is going to be your final. Hutchinson with a good job tonight. 85-54. Let Garden City hang in there late in the first quarter play, but then put them away in the second quarter. And women end up winning it by the score of 85-54. Rustin will add up all the numbers. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the Venison Shop game wrap-up coming your way right after this 2-minute timeout. Well, the Blue Dragon ladies jumped out to an 18-14 lead at the end of one quarter of play, but then really put it away in the second quarter, scoring 23 points. The lead at that halftime in a big way. Did the same thing in the third, did the same thing in the fourth. It's time for the Medicine Shop post-game capsule wrap-up. Here's Rusty Hilst.
Well, the Blue Dragons win it convincingly. 85-54 is the final. And for Hutchinson now 8-1 overall, 6-1 in league play. They remain right on the heels of Seward. Seward embroiled in a close game with Coffeyville. We'll be checking that one out and giving you the result before the evening is over. Blue Dragons won this one convincingly, and they did it by shooting the ball well, 53% on 29 of 55. Garden City, after being hot most of the way, cooled off in the fourth quarter, wound up 43% on 18 of 42. Neither team was great from three. Hutch 6 of 15, 5 of 18 for Garden City. By the way, 2 of Hutchinson's 6 by Bridie Kennedy Hopoate, the 6'4" inside player for the Dragons, went outside to get 6 points. Hutchinson got to the line a bunch and, as usual, made a bunch. 21 of 26, 13 of 20, the corresponding numbers for Garden City. Hutch won the rebound battle big, 32-12, and this Hutchinson defense is tough. Garden City assessed with 28 turnovers tonight to just 15 for the Blue Dragons. Leading scorer for Hutchinson was Kyrie Rogers. She had 19. Taylor Staley with 13. 11 points for Enya Butna. 10 points for Alicia Brown. 4 ladies in double figures, and Bridie Kennedy Hopoate right behind with 8. Scoring 6 was Kyla Williams and Brenna McClure. 4 points for Lakin Preisner, and 2 each for Brianna Bradshaw and for Shayla DeGarmo. Cassidy Enns played in the game, as did Kayla Barber. Neither of those 2 girls scored. For Garden City tonight, 3 in double figures, led by Monica Barfield, 17, 13 for DeRay Lewis, 11 for Kavita Akula, 9 points for Tiana McKee, and 2 points for Carrillo, 1 point for Hawkins, and 1 point for Morgan Bessaker. Garden City with the loss, now 3-4 in the league, 5-5 overall. This has been the Medicine Shop end of game capsule, and the Medicine Shop would like to remind you that if you're going to make a change in your Medicare Part D plan, you've almost waited too long. Might still be able to help you at the Medicine Shop. They are really good at figuring out what plan is best for you. But you better get by to see them first thing on Monday morning if you want to get any help in that category. Hopefully you've already taken care of that. But lots of other reasons to go by the Medicine Shop. Great folks, great prices, great service. They'll deliver free of charge. If you're looking for a pharmacy, you won't find any better than the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main. Well, right now it's about 18 minutes past the hour. We're going to take about a 9-minute break. We'll be back with Dragon men's basketball in 9 minutes.